No Sakai? No problem. Introducing Nike's takedown version called the Nike Waffle One. Yeah, it smells good. It smells like the 70s. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these potential bad boys right here. That's really up to you guys. I'm sure the hype beasts are gonna have something to say about this, but whatever. And this right here is Nike's Waffle One, which is an interesting shoe because it throws a bunch of all together, all hands on deck, all of Nike's history, well, their original history, into one sneaker. Now I have two different colorways here. These are the women's version of the shoe, and this is the men's version of the shoe. They both fit exactly the same in my opinion. This is a women's 10.5, this is the men's 9, which is the same thing. These right quick, I will say I don't like them. This colorway, I wanted them, but I didn't realize the swoosh is purple. Apparently I got these confused with a different colorway that I don't know when they released or anything like that, so apparently I might have missed out on those, but I could see them available for kids still. So like in our son size, you can get them for him with the white swoosh, the black liner, the black tongue. I like that one a lot more than this one right here.
I'm wearing mine right now, and our daughter told me that they reminded her of the Little Mermaid.
A little bit, yeah. They got teal hits and stuff like that. I like the shoe and I like the colorway. It's not the colorway I thought I bought, that's all. And then these remind me, I keep telling you this, I can't remember the name of the shoe. Do you remember the name of the shoe?
It's from the Heaven's Gate.
Scandal or whatever, the
cult.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, I got 2 pairs of shoes one time, and it's because I was going to basketball camp, and they were very specific in the instructions. They were just like, you're gonna need 2 pairs of shoes. My mom bought me, they didn't look quite like this, but it looked like a knockoff of the Reebok nylon, but it had a swoosh on it. And I got made fun of like crazy for wearing those. Apparently, a whole entire cult killed themselves while wearing that shoe, and now it's worth $1 bazillion and stuff, and I don't even know what the hell I did with mine.
Do you want to know why they all wore those shoes?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know why. I do want to know why.
It's because the 2 leaders, I forget their names. It's like Doe and something else. Oh, and they used the tagline of Just Do It in their community, but they would call it Just Do It. But anyways,
That's corny.
They went to like, I don't know if they went directly to Nike, but they went to a store and was like, hey, we want to buy a buttload of shoes. Can you give us a discount? And that's what they got. Gotcha.
That's what these remind me of. This is the Nike Waffle One. It's a tribute shoe to Nike's heritage, Nike's past, Nike's history. And I think it's pretty cool because we don't typically get stuff like this unless it is limited and things like that. And this is one of those drops that it's $100, men and women. So no price difference between the two. There are kid sizes all the way down to toddler sizes. And I just think it's a cool sneaker. The trainer one is what these really look like, and then there's trainer 2. You can even throw in the daybreak. It just looks like a lot of the sneakers that dropped back in that time frame, their original time period when they used to rock the waffle sole, because this is before their basketball era. Their basketball shoe didn't start until the Blazer. That was their first one. But you can see here that we got the waffle outsole. One of my favorite things about this is the lugs are massive. Like, these things stick out of the shoe. I don't see stuff like this anymore. You know what I mean? Nowadays, when you see this, like if we were to refer back to the Total Max Up Tempo, the waffle unit is recessed into the shoe just as a tribute piece. It's not an actual functional piece. And this is just really dope to me. Reading their original stuff is just so cool. And it's also slightly like a slap in the face to old school fans and stuff like that. But I do like where the brand originally came from. So this is from highsnobiety.com. The waffle trainer's early campaigns were led with slogans like made famous by word of foot advertising. Also, they used to use these taglines, okay, and I'm not joking, these are word for word. You've seen them on training tracks and fields all over the country. You know them for their quality, their lightweight, and their long life. Everything right there is the exact opposite of what Nike does now, thanks to all of its shareholders and bigwigs that are in charge. Now the midsole itself is an EVA wedge. Something that I highly disagree with on their product description on Nike.com is that they say that this thing right here is super bouncy. And wrong! I put these on and I was like, God damn, I was expecting some cush lawn. You know what I mean? Like, what was that one shoe that I put on the pre-day? Hot damn, those are comfortable. Like, they have no business being that comfortable. That is one of the most comfortable shoes I put on this year, except for them most comfortable shoe of 2021 lifestyle shoes. Those are crazy.
Oh, the Peak Cloud?
Shh, we're trying to get people to click over. They won't click on it if they know it's Peak.
Aye, aye, Captain!
But these guys right here are not bouncy. It's just basic. It's as basic as it gets. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm just letting you know when you read the product description and it tells you that it's bouncy and you put it on foot and you're like, where is the bounce? There is no bounce. I'm sorry. And the heel clip right here, I think it looks great, but This is where the hype beasts are gonna come in and be like, oh, those are just a poor man's Nike Sakai. Who cares? It doesn't bother nobody that somebody else likes this for $100. Now the upper is the part where I get really like intrigued and I'm moderately impressed and maybe surprised a little bit. These suede overlays are actual suede. Normally when Nike does stuff like this, you get that felt, that synthetic stuff. These guys right here, I thought that that's what we were getting, but it's actual suede, both of them. I think that's really dope. So like this one right here got blue suede along with the black. This one's just that gray suede all the way through. That's the way to do. The one thing that I don't like about the shoe is the actual material build, like the main body build. So all of this right here, I like it and I dislike it. So the reason why I like it is because one, it's breathable, two, it's see-through. And so you can see the shell underneath there. So I like that you could see everything, but this particular colorway, the screen mesh is clear. So it's like a fishing line, and that stuff will yellow real fast and it'll look real weird, real quick. But the other colorways are made out of the same materials. However, they're not gonna yellow because they're tinted. This one's blue. I do wish that this was standard Nike nylon, like the old school or old school mesh. I would have really dug either one of those, but this is kind of that new gen, old gen stuff just mixed in together, so I get it. Also, look at that asymmetrical tongue. What does that remind you of? The end up one. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, they do fit true to size, in my opinion. Now, you had filled me in on some pre-day history on the pre-day shoe. I'm not a runner.
Because of Prefontaine. And
Yes.
so I went and I did some little refreshing, and I just kind of wanted to throw these facts at you because I thought you would enjoy them. But
Are you talking to me or them?
to you.
Oh, okay.
Because for people who are into running or into Nike history like that, in that area, like they probably already know.
The categories are a thing, by the way. So I'm Nike basketball, specifically the 90s, because that's my era that I grew up in. A lot of people in the comment section were trying to dog me, being like, shame on you for not knowing blah, 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 all this stuff. And this is like, man, that's crazy, because I don't remember doing that to anybody ever. I remember sharing what information I know with people so we can all know the same things, because usually that's what a community is like, right? So I just think it's weird when people do that to me, because I don't do that to you guys. So if you could be nice, that'd be great.
So I'm gonna share some stuff with you.
Go for it.
Bowerman was Prefontaine's coach. Bowerman brought in Prefontaine as Nike's first signature athlete. He got paid $5,000. I don't know if it was per year or whatnot. It was just enough so that he could focus on training and not have to work. But I mean, it wasn't.
That allowed him to not work?
Yeah, like, cause he was like in college and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
So
He was a student athlete. You were allowed to do that back then? You were allowed to pay somebody? Was there not rules?
because he did the Olympics and everything too. But the Olympics, he was not a Nike athlete then. For the Olympics, he ran in Adidas. He had run in Puma. There's another brand that I can't remember. But anyways, he is Nike history. Like the start of it.
OG history.
Yes. But another fun fact that I wanted to share with you is, so you know about streaking.
Are you talking about like naked running?
So there's the naked running.
Okay.
And then there's the streaking where you run every single day. I tried to get you to do it with me last year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He had his own form of streaking, which was every Sunday he had a standing date with a fellow runner where he would literally go running naked.
Hold on. Repeat that.
Every Sunday, he and a running buddy would go hit this trail and they would go run together naked.
Why?
I don't know, it was a bro thing, I guess.
I don't do that with any of my friends. Just letting you guys know, there's no naked hoops on Sunday. That's weird.
Shirts versus skins?
That's just so you know who's on your team. That is not being naked. That is not being naked. Well, that's really weird. I don't know if I needed to know that.
Another random fun fact, if you would like,
Of course.
is Bowerman hand-stitched a pair of runners for Fontaine that were only 3 ounces.
Really?
Yeah.
They were not spikes?
That is too many questions.
Sorry. I asked the best questions, so I've been told. But I do believe that the Prefontaine information is golden, so I do appreciate that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Let us know what you think about the Nike Waffle One down below in the comment section. Do you have a pair? Do you not? If you do you like them? Let us know what you think about these. I think that they're dope. And yeah, this is real Nike history in a shoe. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. And with that being said, catch you on the next one.